So there's no specific technology or technological solution that will really solve the problem of social engineering attacks for us. And the only thing that will really help is more education and a transformation to our culture around topics of security. And what this means is that we need to really grow something called a security culture, where there is more understanding of the tools, techniques, and practices, both in terms of the attacks and the protections against attacks in the cybersecurity world. And especially understanding how the physical world and the cybersecurity world interact, where there are certain things like we've been talking about in the social engineering phase, that there's things that can be used to transition from a compromise in the physical world that does not seem like a big deal into something that could end up being a pretty big deal in the online software world. And that's where we need to start really educating people about things like not telling other people their passwords, not entering codes when other people can see them, not letting people borrow their phones, a lot of the things that might seem like not a big deal, like letting someone in through a door without them swiping their badge when they need to, and really work towards a culture where we trust but verify. And what that means is we all get along and we're all friends and we're not rude to each other. But when there is a need to isolate certain information and not share sensitive data or not share credentials or not just take security for granted, we develop a culture of actually following through and following the rules and even teaching others and making sure that they can follow along as well, so that we don't have any weak links in our security culture. And that's how we can get around the phishing attacks, spear phishing attacks, and a lot of the other social engineering tricks. And of course, another important aspect is that everywhere that we have customer support or any kind of customer-facing interactions, that we train the staff that performs that interaction to be very security aware and to not get into a position where they're giving away information or access based on very little input from somebody pretending to be the customer, so that they're not allowing accounts to be hijacked or SIMs to be hijacked just on very flimsy, publicly available security question answers or common passwords or anything like that. And that all comes from changing our culture to be more security aware.